Back again on. Now, I already talked to the masses about the second wave, so-called in the coronavirus, and I'm going to show you that this is where they're at right now. They're so-called reopening, and then all of a sudden, bam. Yes, it's another breakout. Now, since it's China it start from, we go get back to China and see, because I told you already, people, just like I show you when the first so-called cases in China, I basically break it down and show you that it's gonna be a worldwide case. And here we go again with the breakout second wave.
Major headline from overseas tonight. China is in a wartime emergency mode after workers...
You hear what they say? Wartime emergency mode. Wartime. Here we go, people. New world order world.
Positive at Beijing's largest wholesale food market. The facility...
Another food market again in China. And you might sit there thinking, no, we reopening, so my state is reopening, so we good. There's a reason why they did that, people. First of all, we go get to that in the numbers. We go get to the numbers and we go talk about the numbers. Why? When it get to 2 million so-called, almost 2 million so-called cases in America, over 120 so-called deaths, and now you're gonna reopen? You close when it's less than 1,000 deaths? Bam on!
More than 10,000 people work is now shut down and under police guard. Other markets...
shut down and under police guard.
Residential areas and schools are also on lockdown. Desperate to get control of the spread. Here's ABC's Julie McFarland.
Tonight, COVID infections linked to this marketplace, triggering what city officials call wartime emergency mode in the capital, Beijing.
And I told you, people, the reason why all of this shit so-called started in China, China is a big country in the psyop. You never get it, people. It's easy for them to convince their people of a virus. Anything they tell them, they're gonna take it and run. It's one of the easiest set of people to obey. You understand? They're gonna obey what the government say. When the governments talk, they move. So it's easy for them to pull off a psyop. So with them start the breakout right there, it's easy for it to so-called spread around the world, because China is the backbone of the fucking fake.
Known as Jinfadi on Beijing's southwest side, Asia's largest whole food market. Now closed and under 24-hour police guard after spot testing revealed...
24-hour police guard and spot checking. I told you, this is a worldwide thing right here. That's what they're gonna do. You never get it, people. The reopen is a pump faking of the people.
At least 45 new cases of coronavirus.
That's for your number 9.
Authorities also banning tourism in the district, cancelling sports events, closing elementary schools. China's measures meant to prevent a second wave as Brazil struggles to contain...
People. Look at Brazil right here. Brazil is involved in it. A lot of people was thinking, no, Brazil ain't go organize the lockdown and all of this curfew on their people, but pay attention
schools. Now. China's measures meant to prevent a second wave as
there you go, people. Look at the Brazilian sign. It's a one-eye symbol. And there you go, in a diamond for your 33.
Struggles to contain its first wave. Right, local cemeteries limiting funerals to only minutes due to the numbers. Brazil now...
You see? They limited funerals to only minutes, but you can have a worldwide fucking memorial for George Floyd. Give him 3, 4, 5 of them in America. Wow.
Recording 41,000 deaths, overtaking Britain as the second worst affected country after the United States. And Britain facing fears of a
I told you it's the Olympic. I told you it's the Olympic. You're paying attention?
New increase following a week of protests related to Black Lives Matter, including opposing nationalist groups today clashing with police.
There we go, people. This is what they do right here, so they can give you a reason for the pumping up of the virus again. The so-called second outbreak. You understand? Remember, I already told you about 1918 in the Spanish flu breakout. They did have a parade in the middle of the so-called virus pandemic. And that was the most devastating so-called deaths. All of them. They're going to tell you it's the second wave that killed the most people is what they're going for with this virus. The fake hoax virus that they give you, call it Corona, is the same damn thing they're going to do. So this is a march, rally, it don't matter. It's the same type of shit with your protests. Yes, so they're going to tell you that more people are going to die from the second wave more than the first.
Here in the UK, authorities have been discouraging crowds from gathering. But with so many protesters not wearing face masks, real fears now of a rise in the numbers to surface in a few weeks' time.
There you go, people. There you go. Rising in the numbers, surface in a few weeks' time. They predict it because what? They got the script.
Despite what some in the White House are saying, there are alarming new numbers about the coronavirus in the U.S. 22 states and Puerto Rico with infections on the rise. Arizona and Texas. 22 states and Puerto Rico with infections on the rise. Arizona and Texas today setting new state records for hospitalizations.
You hear that? And those are the states that so-called reopening. I told you already the reopening was a pump fake. But guess what they want? The vaccine. That's all, people. The reason why they do this, the reason why they say you can go out now when it's at its highest peak. Remember, you shut down America when it's less than 1,000 deaths. Now it's 115,000 deaths. You're gonna open? This is bullshit right here, people. I told you already. This is how they do you in this chaos. It's a 100% fake virus. But this is how they do you right here, people. They pump fake you and now they're gonna tell you the virus break out more than it was before.
Florida's numbers soaring. Here's ABC's Zareen Shaw.
Tonight, coronavirus cases rising across the country. Florida setting another record, reporting 2,000 cases in 24 hours for the second.
They're reporting 2,000 cases in 24 hours. So in 24 hours, they already come back with the test result. Yes, that's how they do it, people. Same thing they give you with the death.
In a row.
Autopsy come back quicker than with record time. You understand? Record time autopsy, record time testing.
This as beachgoers continue soaking up sun in Miami. Florida's governor saying an outbreak among farm workers and increased testing in nursing homes play a role in the surge.
Yes, increasing testing in nursing home. And I told you, people, once they got a nursing home with a few old people in there, the government coming in. Oh, we gotta do tests because these are vulnerable people. Bam! Those people can end up dead once they get touched by the damn government people to make numbers in the fake virus. Of course, that's how they do it.
3 times as many tests a day.
You're full of shit. You need 3 kicking your ass.
Now than we did at the end of March.
But Key West's mayor citing tourist traffic.
I have a concern there.
We would again behind them smart people. I don't think so. They're dumber than you. But of course, if they're smart, if they tell you they're smart, you will take shit from them. The books is what tell you they're smart. And if the books alone tell you they're smart, they're dumb.
Certainly like to welcome in all of our tourism, but we would like it to be respectful and responsible.
Across the country in Utah, the coronavirus disproportionately affecting the Hispanic community. They're 14% of the population, but make up 42%.
Always Hispanic and black. Every fucking thing affect Hispanic and black. Get out of here. Stop fooling the fucking people. Put them in scare mode.
Of cases. In nearby Arizona, where there have been 1,200 new cases since Saturday, some Phoenix bars and
number 3. And I told you already, record numbers they're coming back with in record time.
Restaurants closing down for a second time, citing COVID-19 exposure.
We don't yet know what our peak.
Look at this right here, people. The sun ray at the side. Wow.
Both Arizona and Texas setting a new record for hospitalizations among 8 states seeing a rise.
Yes, because they what? They reopen. There you go, people. That's how they do
As
it.
22 states and Puerto Rico see an increase in new reported cases.
The challenge is that parts of the country, states
all purple.
like Texas, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, where
you believe this right here, people? What is this? Is a COVID victim right here, laying right here on the back, and all of these people standing over him? Get out of here, people. This is bullshit. 100%.
Those outbreaks right now never really reduced the number of cases substantially.
New York, with its lowest number of hospitalizations and deaths to date, seeing 25,000 complaints filed against businesses violating social distancing.
Wow, you hear that, people? 25,000 complaints. Because I told you already, they set up the people to snitch on the regular people. But I already told you, people, this is how you're going to do it right now. Don't just give anybody your business in the pandemic. You understand? A lot of people say, oh, we want to save the small business, so let's do the small business. Spend your money there. When you go, they have a restriction on you. Don't go there. Don't buy shit from them. I don't give a fuck if it's a local mom, pop store, restaurants. If they have a restriction on you, don't buy nothing from them. That's what I do. If you have a restriction, you never get my fucking money. Bam on.
Mask rules.
The government pay your ass that give you the restriction.
Restaurant.
Look at this.
That is violating.
Oh, you this guy involved in it deep to his fucking neck. He involved in the psyop with this COVID-19, this coma right here. He's a big part of it, people.
These rules can lose their liquor license. We are not kidding around with this. You're talking about jeopardizing people's lives.
Bullshit.
And in South Carolina,
Fucking
tourists
bullshit.
flocking to Myrtle Beach. Hotels there filling up to almost pre-pandemic levels, despite more than 700 new cases in that
hear that?
state.
Wow. Wow.
And Tom, we've seen those increases nationwide, but so far just Oregon and Utah delaying the next stage of reopening. Miami's mayor saying he's going to closely look at the numbers coming out of this weekend, possibly considering new measures there.
Yes, that's what they're doing, people. Most of the states that are already open, they're going to tell you they're going to have to tighten up restriction and go back into lockdown. Wow.
The unrelenting rise in the cases of the coronavirus as America reopens. Tonight, there are more than 2 million confirmed cases and more than 115,000 lives lost.
See that, people? Over 115 life lost, almost 2 million cases, and then you reopen? I don't think so, people. That's bullshit. 100%. What I don't tell you, it is a hoax. 100% hoax. If you got so many cases right now in America, when you reopen, what you gonna tell the masses next? That almost half America have it? Wow, this is involved with vaccine, people. This is what they're gonna do. Second outbreak show you that they can't open back without the vaccine. Bam.
More than 2 million confirmed cases and more than 115,000 lives lost.
Wow.
Miami Beach is reopened this weekend, even as Florida reported a record number of new cases 3 days in a row. Meanwhile, New Orleans bars are reopening for the first time. And here in New York City, crowds are just 3 days in a row. Meanwhile, New Orleans bars are reopening for the first time. And here in New York City, crowds are in the streets of the East Village on the first weekend that restrictions were eased. Not everyone wearing masks. Health officials fear that could lead to a surge in new cases in 2 weeks' time. Here's ABC's Kaylee Hartung.
Tonight, 3 of the most populous states in the country hitting record highs for new coronavirus cases. Fears now mounting that some reopen too early. The Houston area, particularly hard hit.
Here we go, people, because I told you, this is the pump fake to make the masses look. We need the vaccine. That's what it is, people. They're putting it out there to let you know there's no way you can be reopened without the vaccine. That's what it is, people. There's no virus. So what the vaccine purpose is, that's the real fucking killer for the masses.
Reopening was happening faster than what we locally would have liked.
Really?
Texas began easing restrictions more than a month
There
ago.
you go.
And since Memorial
There you
Day,
go.
hospitalizations
There
are
you
up
go.
42%.
There you go
Florida
for your number 6. But I told you already, people, what they're doing. You need to wake up. This is in the name of the vaccine, and they got it already waiting. They don't want to come with it too quick, but they're going to come with it quick because they need you to have it in your body. That's the killer of mankind.
reporting a record jump in new cases for the 3rd straight day. The governor blaming it on a farm workers outbreak.
Bullshit.
These are workers that are working
bullshit.
close together. Once
bullshit.
one gets it, it tends to spread very
Where did the one get it from? Where did it come from? Wow.
rapidly.
Miami Beach is open for the first weekend since the pandemic hit. Groups are limited to 10 people, and masks are required. Tonight in Arizona,
Mask required on the beach. Just remember this, people. The mask is a way to destroy the human being looks. Basically, you understand? This is how you look now. Yes, you can't show off your face no more. This is how you look. And some people look better in the damn mask. They're too fucking ugly anyway. Bam
a
on.
record number of people on ventilators, and hospitalizations are on the rise. This
I'll
father
take
in
shit.
Phoenix losing 5 family members to the virus.
Wow. They're full of shit, people. You lose 5 family members to the virus. Let's
Grace
see
of
'em.
God, you know.
And there you go, people. Look what he got. The fallen angels right there in the back to make the twin pillow. Bam.
People have shown us a lot of
Bullshit.
support. People have been calling, asking, "What do you need?"
There you go.
The CDC
Fake
saying
tears.
strict lockdowns may be needed if cases rise dramatically. But
Bam. You hear what they say? The CDC says strict lockdown may required if it's still spreading. And of course, they're never going to stop telling you it was spreading because guess what? There was no virus to begin with and you believe that it was spreading. So why? They're going to stop now.
despite the uptick in certain states, Dr. Anthony Fauci says a second
here
wave
we go with the Fauci again, people. Now he wearing a mask. And I told you, they told you that he was in isolation. And he came back in a few days. He was in quarantine for just 3-4 days. Come on, people. They're faking
the virus
people.
can be prevented.
We don't necessarily have to have a second wave as long as we have the capability when those inevitable infections come up to be able to handle them.
And what is the capability again? Tell the masses right here.
in an effective way.
So far, Oregon and Utah, the only states to delay the next stage of reopenings.
You hear that?
But cities like Nashville and Tucson now hitting the pause button too.
You hear
In
that?
New York,
Some hitting the pause button, some of them going back into lockdown. There you go right there, people. And for the states that are already open, watch the so-called re-outbreak. They got it for the masses. Don't
today was the
believe me?
lowest number of
Watch.
deaths since the start of the
32 is according Freemasonry.
pandemic. 32. New video showing large groups of people turning streets into Manhattan's version of Bourbon Street.
There you go. There you
Bands
go.
playing.
And later on, they're gonna tell you this caused another outbreak, just like they tell you with the riots and the protests trigger off the whole so-called next set of breakout. You understand? And they have a video going around with a woman so-called, you know, in a restaurant coughing on another woman on purpose. But what you have to understand, people, all of them shits is hoax, fakery for the masses, for you to wear a mask. That's what you need to know, people. This is dumb. Just like you take the mask and run with it because you fear, is the same fucking thing when it come to the mark of the beast. You're gonna take it and run out of fear. I'm gone.